Welcome back. In the last episode, we cut down some trees and we got all our grass mowed. So in this episode, we are going to rake up all this grass and get it put into the pit over there so we can start making some silage with it. This will be the first real test on the windrower. We did use it in the last episode for all of 5 minutes. And then I remembered, hey, maybe I should do this once all the grass is cut. So, there is a bit of an issue with this windrower. I've used it before. Right now I'm on the gas to go forward. And we're doing some weird like backing up stuff. So that's something that we're just going to have to deal with for right now. I know it's not the conflict with the tractor on the mod itself, because it worked, or it didn't work the last time with the completely different tractor that I used. It's also sometimes it pops up and doesn't raise all the way, but it'll get the job done. It was cheap and it was the right horsepower requirement that we needed, so we're just gonna have to deal with it for right now. Put the time back up to ×5. I realized after I finished recording the last episode that I left the time on ×15. The only reason why I bumped it up to ×15 is to make it a little bit brighter while we were working away. So that has been accomplished. It's now almost 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So a little bit further than what I would have really liked it to be. But beggars can't be choosers. We just gotta deal with it. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. If you are, feel free to let me know down below in the comments below. And if you've got any questions, comments, or concerns, put them down there. If you want to see the series go in a little bit of a different direction, let me know down there. Any input is always welcome. There's no grass right here just because there's a bunch of those bushes before. So when we collect all this grass, the job will be to plow it all up and make it into a field. I did cut those trees down while I was mowing the grass that was in that field and just threw them off to the sides. We'll deal with those later. I didn't want to fill that episode up with any more tree cutting just because we did a fair bit of it in the time lapse at the beginning of the last episode. Try to keep as much variety as we can, which is fairly hard because we are doing two things: cutting grass and cutting trees. And that's all we can really afford to do at this moment in time, so I do apologize for the lack of variety, but there's not much I can do at this moment in time. As soon as we kind of start afford to do something different and unique, we will get into that. For right now, we are pretty limited into this. So, sit back, relax, enjoy some music, and try not to get dizzy with me going around and around in circles, raking up this field of grass. There is the windrowing done. Doesn't look super pretty, but it's all in a row. So hopefully that will be good enough for us to be able to pick up with the loading wagon here. Take a guess of how much grass do you think we actually have on the ground right now? The last time we had just over 30,000 liters. I think we had 32,000 liters. So this time I'm going to take a guess and say 70,000 liters. I have no idea if I will be anywhere close to being right or not. Just seems like a good number. Obviously, the more grass we have, the more silage we'll get. Means at the end of the day, the more money we have, faster we can progress. Do I want to progress at a really substantial rate? Not really. There needs to be a good flow at it. If I make $1 million in a day, it's not really a survival series anymore now, is it? Make a little bit of money here and there, start to get into a new endeavor, run low on money again. You know, it's a bit of a grind. That's all a survival series is just one big massive grind. So far, so good. We've got 7,000 liters of grass already in the tank here. This is the first time we've actually used this loading wagon for its intended purpose of picking grass up off the ground. So far, it's doing pretty good. I don't think we'll quite make it around the headland before getting full. This loading wagon can hold 15,000 liters. Slowing down a little bit coming up this hill. Definitely glad we upgraded the motor in the last episode. There we are. Full. Yeah, I think 80,000 liters is going to be fairly accurate of a guess, I think. I hope. Could always cut this grass over here too. I think fitting it all into this pit is going to be the biggest challenge. Just because it's not very big, not very wide. But we shall see. Hopefully it doesn't turn out too bad. Just want to start the headland back off where I left it, just because it's one big circle from there. There we go. Not gonna really worry about the wood chips or the sawdust on the ground. I honestly don't think we have enough to make it worth anything to actually come back and collect it separately. Not right now, at least. Maybe over by the horse barn. We did quite a bit of cutting over there. But just the odd cut here and there in this field isn't going to be worth the time and the effort, I don't think. Some of you might get upset at that, but doesn't really bother me. A couple of dollars here and there for her to sell it. We don't need the wood chips for anything at this moment in time. Plus then we would put them somewhere, they would sit in a pile and we'd probably run into the pile. Probably wouldn't be the best idea. But let's get this put into a bit of a time lapse here. Another time lapse heavy episode. I know, I'm sorry, but it'll just make it a little bit easier on myself and hopefully you guys watching as well. that's the pit full. Or not necessarily full, but all the grass is in it. Chaff. So, moment of truth, we do have a little bit of slip out the front here. So whatever number comes up, probably 1,000 or 2 liters is slipped out. But, moment of truth, 68,000 liters. So we're looking at damn near 70,000 liters. I think that's pretty close to what I guessed. But on any rate, I am going to compact that off of camera just because compacting is a very time-consuming, tedious job. So what we're going to do now is go and buy a plow or something that can create a field with the tractor. Tractor's got a little bit more horsepower. Hopefully we can get something a little bit bigger than 1 meter, like the lawn tractor can. I'll top this thing back up with fuel and give it a quick wash, and while we're doing that, we shall see what is available. So here we are, up at the store. The only plow that was in our price range and within our horsepower limit was the plow from the Ferguson pack. It says that it's 3.5 meters, but I think it's actually 3.5 meters when you look at it this way. Turning a corner, but going straight, it's more like 2 meters maybe. But at any rate, it is still bigger than the one for the lawnmower. So hopefully this will make us go by a little bit quicker. So back at the farm here, we're gonna get into a bit of field work. I've got this thing set on create fields. I know you're supposed to go straight with a plow, but you know, we can't win them all in this circumstance, so we're just gonna have to do what we can. And the fact that there's no multi-triangle on this, let me just get that bush. There we go. No multi-train angle on this map. Kinda sucks, but it is what it is. I think almost any map that can be put on console can't have multi-train angle, I think. I don't think consoles can have multi-train angle. I'm not quite sure. If you know better, let me know down below. Comments, that's what they're there for. Oh yeah, that's... Turning a corner with this plow, definitely get a 3 meter working width, that's for sure. If you turn right though, you will get a 3.5 meter working width. Just not turning left. So this is going to take some time. So, like I said before, time-lapse heavy episode. Guess what's coming next? Time-lapse. If you guessed that, give yourself a cookie. Please note, I will not be supplying the cookies.
You
And there we are. I think that's pretty much everything plowed. We just hop into the menu here. Looks like everything's been plowed. There's no the lighter yellow looking grass. I think that's pretty good. We have needs lime, 2 sets of fertilizer on mostly everything. So just lime to start with. And fertilize this section here. We should be good. Those little sections there, they will they'll get hit with fertilizer on the next go around. That's just where the big bushes were and there was no grass growing there. So let's get the lawn tractor out with the lime spreader. I'm hoping we are going to have enough to do it all. Enough lime, I'm talking about, to do everything. Give this guy a quick wash down and get it parked. Where to put the plow? Well, it can sit outside. There's nothing really for it to be parked inside. Or we got this little space over here in the shed. Might as well park something over on this side. Good enough spot. And you still have some fertilizer in you, so we might as well just fertilize this section here first since we've already got fertilizer in it. Won't take very long just to run around the outside here. Spread this all with fertilizer. Now that the fertilizer is gone out of it, let's fill us up with some lime here. And start making the rest of the field white. Once again, probably will be better off in a time lapse just due to the tedious nature of it. Not even so much tedious, it's not sure exactly what to say going around and around in circles all the time. I can only reiterate the points so many times. Alright guys, well I'm going to finish the rest of this off of camera. Just because I have no idea how long that time lapse is going to be, but this recording is over an hour and 15 minutes long. And that's not including the other couple of recordings I've done for this episode. So I'm going to finish getting this seated and compact that silo off of camera. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, hit that like button. If you didn't, there's a button down there for that too. And if you enjoy me, if you like the video and you like what I do here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Toodles!